last time I saw you?
Work, school, boyfriend.
What's been going on with that?
We broke up.
Okay. Hey, do you want to tell me a little bit about it? What's been going on?
Well, he didn't understand the boundaries with his female friends, and I just felt like I shouldn't have to deal with that type of behavior. So, yeah, we broke up.
Okay. What did he respond after you told him how you felt?
He told me I was being irrational and that, I was being dramatic and drama queenish and, I was insecure and jealous.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you feel right now?
I'm very tired.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What's been going on? I know you took a trip. How was that trip?
It was lovely.
Yeah. What did you do?
Went to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I got on very scary rides, which were scary for me. But I faced my fears.
All right. And how did you feel about afterwards? You said you faced your fears.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it was strong after when you said that. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I'm afraid of heights, but I ended up getting on this tower of terror. It's a elevator that goes all the way to the 12th floor, and then it shoots down, stops, goes up, stops, goes up, and then drops. And then when I got off the ride, I realized that it wasn't that bad. It was really cool and fun.
All right. Okay. When you mentioned fears, I know in our last session, that is something that you spoke about with what you were dealing with your boyfriend, and I feel now that you just took on a ride like that, are you feeling as if you can begin to move forward and take on new challenges?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Like that ride definitely helped me see, even though it's just a ride, people may say it's just a ride, but to me it was more like rites of passage.
Oh, tell me how you why do you feel that?
Because there was a time where I was afraid to break up with my boyfriend because I didn't know the consequences, and then there were times where I was afraid to do scary rides because you hear about these freakish accidents where the rides break down or someone flies out, but I just took that chance and it felt good.
Wow. Okay, and is there anything in your mind that you feel as if you want to start taking on now?
I think I want to start doing art more.
Yeah.
I think I could do that. I've always had a knack for coloring and painting, so now I think I want to go to that avenue and explore, what I could do with that.
I did sense some hesitation from before. I wanted to bring that up with you. It seems like you've been holding yourself back and not wanting to move forward. So what made you want to take that first step with the ride? Did you do that after speaking with your boyfriend, or?
It was after.
It was after. And can you tell me what made you want to take on that step or face your fears?
I've never done anything like that before, so it was time to try something new.
All right. Okay. And have you done anything else new since after the trip?
Have I done anything else new? Well, I won't say that this is new, but I drank soda for the first time again in 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So I guess that's new.
So, and what made you want to do that?
So they have this place at Disney called, I guess, the Cool Shop. And then it's free drinks and sodas from different countries. So I saw everybody else drinking and they were like, it tastes so good. I was like, I want some too. So I drank a lot of soda, But I just, and plus it was my getaway vacation weekend, so I was like, I can have a cheat day. I mean, it's been 2 years and since I drink soda, and it's not like this is a habit, so I drank some soda from different countries: Zimbabwe, Italy, Greece, Japan. So you
Wow.
can say I've been to all those countries in one weekend.
Wow. From listening to you, it feels like you're very empowered.
Yeah.
From everything that you've done so far. Like, how do you feel? Like,
Well, other than being tired, because it took a lot out of me, a lot of walking,
mm,
I feel pretty good. I feel happy. I enjoyed myself. I got on all the scary rides that were scary to me, because they might not be scary to everybody else, but you know, I am afraid of heights and scary things. So yeah.
wow. And what would you say was the difference from before? What held you back from taking on new things?
Not being sure of myself, maybe. Not being sure that I'd be able to handle or even go through.
Hmm. Is there something that happened that made you think you wouldn't be able to?
No.
No. What made you think you wouldn't be able to?
My fears.
Your fears.
Yes.
Okay. Besides the heights, what other fears do you believe are keeping you back?
That's a good one. I don't know. Not really sure. I'll have to think about that one and get back to you.
Okay. All right. So is there anything new you'd like to talk about, or that you feel that's like a new challenge that's what's going on?
Anything new? I have nothing.
No.
I don't know.
How do you feel about just not knowing?
It makes me a little giggly inside.
Tell me about that.
I kind of I feel like a kid again. You know how like when you're a kid you're just living life and you're kind of like space cadet, but not in a bad way. That's just how I'm at. You know, I'm just chilling and vibing. You know,
Yeah.
just in my own little circle.
Wow. And has it been a while since you felt this way?
Yes, it's been years. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it looks like from the last time I saw you, there's this weight and this pressure that's been lifted off of you.
Most certainly. I think with my ex-boyfriend now, I think that us parting ways, or me mainly putting my foot down and having us part ways, was a good decision for me, because now I'm able to see clear. I'm able to, you know, take the steps like you were saying, and you know, not have those fears and be brave, you know, because I don't have that extra weight on me.
Wow. I'm so happy for you.
Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Thank
It's
you.
like you're walking in here, it's like a completely new person. You're glowing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay.
That's good. So now with you feeling this way, feeling like a kid, right? Do you want to talk? Has that changed any other relationships or dynamics since you've been feeling this way?
My sister wants to hang out with me more.
Wow.
She says I'm more fun now, you know.
Wow.
Less stressed, and I'm more open now that I'm getting on crazy rides. And she heard about that, and she's like, now you can go parasailing. I'm like, yeah, about that. So we're gonna see.
Oh, so you're considering it.
I definitely am, because if I can get on a scary tower and drop 12 feet down, that's probably actually more than 12 feet actually. That building was very tall now that I think about it. It was 12 floors, but it was very tall. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right. And you said your sister's talking to you more. What was the dynamic before?
So So since I'm the oldest, she thought I was just like too bossy and too strict, and she felt like I was a prude, which that wasn't it. It was just I had a lot of stress and pressure on me, and I wasn't taking the necessary steps at that time to release that stress and pressure. So I would come off as that, but that's not me. Like, and she knows that now. Like, we talked, and I explained to her, like, this is what's happening. She's like, now I know. And then she kind of like said, like, maybe I should have just asked you instead of assuming, because sometimes we assume and it's really not that. We all go through things. So maybe if you like ask and like and you're genuine, you'll know. But that happened, and we're definitely on good terms now.
Wow.
Well, better terms, that is.
Wow. Like it's like new doors and just a new way of living. Do you feel that way?
I definitely do, because I love my sister and she loves me. We're very close growing up, so it's definitely a step into our adulthood. So I feel like we're walking into a new journey.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're definitely enjoying that, enjoying the journey.
I am.
And you've mentioned how you've been stressed and you just felt as if a lot was on you. Are you thinking of ways to manage the stress more, or?
Yes and no. I mean, because most of the stress came from my relationship. It's the honest truth. I had a very, for one, my boyfriend's very young, younger than me, so he, didn't see things the way I saw them yet. I'm pretty sure when he gets about 30, he'll see the light. And, I found myself almost being a mother, but it wasn't purposely. It's just like that's just how the roles happen. So I think most of my stress came from there. But once I cut ties, that big stress is like off me. So it's just little stressors which are normal, like working every day, school, life, juggling different things. Like that's normal stress. But that stress was unnecessary stress.
And is that the only relationship where you felt you had to play the motherly role?
Yes, it is.
And with that now, it just looks like that weight has been lifted off your shoulders.
It has.
So now you're going into a new relationship with your sister. Are you guys finding time to spend more time together?
Yes, we are. We're actually going to go out and have brunch tomorrow morning.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. So now it seems like you're willing to just move forward, just take on new steps and just try new things. Wow. So after we finished our last session, tell me how did you begin to start that conversation with your boyfriend?
I sat him down and I told him, like, well, first I had to give him like not orders, like kind of like some rules, like, hey, this is not me bashing you, judging you, like, please don't, get like offended or, angry at what I say, but this needs to be said, this needs to be done, and I'm trying to be mature. So, like, could you try your best to do the same type thing? And that's how that happened, and then I went into, letting him know that the relationship had to cease.
Looks like you're, in all of your relationship, you're very considerate and compassionate with others. Like you exhibit a lot of patience. Even while you're going through that with your boyfriend and the boundary issues you were having, and even for your little sister, even though now they're realizing that they had to like grow up so that you can be able to take charge and do the things that you want to do. Can you identify that in any of your other relationships?
My best friend, Sammy. She was very, I don't know, she was more a party type gal, and I wasn't. Like, But I don't judge, you know, down for the party, hey. But you know, that happened, and you know, I had to sit her down and explain to her that, you know, I'm not that partying type, and I can't, you know, go with you to these parties because that's not my scene. I don't like it.
So it looks like you're developing this confidence to go ahead and just step forward and be direct with what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And if you will you be able to identify those kind of stresses or um, those type of relationships that stresses you out in the future?
Yes, most definitely. I feel very strong that I can do that.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So for our next session, I can't wait for you to tell me how did brunch go, and if you do take on the trip to go bungee jumping, right? So and tell me what other new risks will you be taking? All right.
Okay.
So then, I'll schedule our next session for the same time.
Yes, that's fine.
All right.